My name is Mark Betters. I'm a construction superintendent. I injured my left hand on the job site. I lost my left thumb, index finger, and middle finger.
In a lot of cases, especially with these types of injuries, there are many people that are involved. There's typically a surgeon, there might be a psychologist, they might have a hand therapist involved, their family might be involved, and then we're asked oftentimes to be involved. So it's good when we can collaborate with those providers in the community so that we can provide the patient with the resources they need to make a decision.
My surgeon recommended, sent me to a therapist, and I worked with him, and mostly what his was making sure I had the movement and all that after the surgery, making sure where the sensation of feeling was and things of that nature.
That's impressive.
Typically here we deal with a lot of the direct post-operative therapy. I don't know if I've ever worked with a more motivated patient than Mark.
I mean, I can put it in and build it as I go, right?
Well, now go for the cylinder, the one next to the washers. Yeah, put one of those on that peg. Nice. And
He wanted to get the most out of it. He never let the injury get the best of him. The heavier things were what he was concerned about at work. Lifting and carrying heavy items, using hand tools. So those were the things where I thought like, hey, you should probably go talk about getting some sort of prosthetic for that type of stuff.
So when you flex all the way down,
We usually just refer them on to Arm Dynamics and they take care of the rest. So that makes it pretty easy on our end. They really take into consideration like, oh, this patient needs something for this specific activity or for this specific reason.
Upper limb can really be such a unique circumstance, and specifically what you need for that patient is just different for every individual. One of the things about Arm Dynamics that I think is different from the other companies, you've developed a culture that is very unique. You care about the patient, you really want to know about the patient, about what their interests are, what their needs are. The fact that you have an occupational therapist on your staff that can take over and be that specialist is really important to us. That's my patient, I want the best thing for them. So it's collaboration to have the patient care coordinator come in and talk to us often, have the therapist be available to us and educates us about what is available to our patients, what's newest. It's not like I'm just handing over my patient to you. We're working together to get the best goal for that patient.
Working with the therapist here at Arm Dynamics, it was a lot of, okay, this is what you have been working on, let's transfer that over and keep doing keep working it down that path. I knew how to do it without the prosthetic, and then I started using the prosthetic to make all those tasks or exercises more natural. And then to specific things that I need, what my goals were, working with her and getting, adjusting the exercises that she would have me do to apply to daily life.
The Hand and Upper Body Rehabilitation Center did a great job rehabbing him after his injury, and it really shows the collaboration that can happen between our specialized therapy services and our ability to then educate community therapists and to show them how upper limb prosthetic rehab works and what we do as therapists to help facilitate prosthetic care.
When you have a prosthetic company to deal with, it gives you that full continuum of care, and you really can take it from immediately post-operative all the way back to a person like Mark now using these on a daily basis to do his job.